Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy BurkeCrown88 coming at you with a YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about a couple of cards that used to be massive in this game and one way we could get back to it. One being the X Factors, always used to be a big part of the game, and it seems like that's sliding away with the changes. So what do they need to do to keep these changes and adjust to bring it back to where it was? And as well as following up with that, we've got power-up icons. What are the ways to get these cards back to making them on people's teams at least be valuable instead of what we got this year where they're not as valuable as they could be? Let's get into it. I hope you do enjoy it. So first of all, we're going to start with the icons because we're here, so why not start with the icons, right? And how we're going to do is we're going to discuss what changed massively with the icons. One, the icons always go up when new cards come out, so you get a new Gretzky, they come out, but icons used to have something where every month the icons would go up. So you wouldn't need new cards to come out to know you were getting upgrades, you know you were getting progression, and you knew that your cards were not going to be outdated. Much like we have with Jarome Iginla here. His card is very outdated. 94 overall isn't really that bad, but when you look at the fact that he's got 91 speed, that makes this card pretty hard to use. Now you can get speed boost on him at level 8, getting up to 93 speed, but 93 speed is still, if you made an investment on this Jarome Iginla card, it has been hurting you and you haven't been able to get him on your team. That is one thing that they need to improve on, building the cards better. Because I bet I could flip through any of these cards, even the high ones, like Jarome Iginla has 88 endurance. I could grab the high ones that are 96 overall, like Wayne Gretzky, and he still has 89 endurance. That is not the way you need to be building cards. The cards need to look like they're the top of the line. These are chase cards. They need to get back to that. Now, Gretzky's a 96 overall, so obviously the month to month wouldn't have stopped him from being there. But players like Matt Sundin need to progress as the months go on to keep up. All the power-up icons should be keeping up with each other. Power-up holos, should be keeping up with each other so they're as valuable. Like, you shouldn't have one card at a 96 and a bunch at a 94. This is where these cards lose value. And yes, Matt Sundin is a 90 overall speed unless you activate speed boost to get him up to a 92, making this card legit unusable. So we're going to keep the X Factors and the icons short and sweet. How do we get the icons back to being great? One, they upgrade monthly. When they get new cards, yes, they upgrade with the new cards, but there at least needs to be a standard with these being the ultimate chase cards, that these cards are always ahead of at least the majority of the cards. And right now, Matt Sundin's card isn't even bench worthy to him, in my opinion. Like, there is so many cards better than this Matt Sundin card that he's cheaper to make, and you still don't go make him because his speed is terrible, his endurance is terrible, his shot is terrible. Everything about this card is terrible because the build of it needs to be better. So the upgrades need to be better in how they give cards. They need to be giving us more cards to keep up with the current overalls that we're at. But two, they need to do a better job of building these cards. Just giving them +1 as they go up. As you see here, they get, they just get a little bit of bumps as they go up. That's not going to work. They need to know where the cards are sitting right now. Like right now, Matt Sundin's card is so bad, the same as Jarome Iginla's card is so bad, is because of the speed. They are definitely nowhere near where you've got to be. Like right now, 94, 95 speed is not good enough, and 91 speed is definitely not good. Another example of that is Daniel Alfredsson just got a card, and this card only has 94 speed as well. This is supposed to be a chase card, an ultimate chase card, and yet his speed isn't good enough. So the two major things that I think need to change to holos is either once a month we need brand new cards always dropped of every single holo. Like, they can just make it a special monthly event where it's like once a month, here you go. All the holos are dropping. So we had 12 holos. Once a month, say the first of every month, they give us, bam, 12 holos that all get an upgrade, all the same overall. So that way, if you don't want to build the holos, you can still go get the new cards, but then the holos get an upgrade. And two, they need to do a better job of making them a unique build other than just the +1 system, because these cards are unusable. Even though they're 95 overall, none of them beat out warp speed players. And then we're going to jump into the X Factors. The X Factors have the same thing. They need to do a better job of upgrading them and building them. But this upgrade or this build system for sets wasn't terrible. I don't think it was a terrible system on how you needed to get the base X Factors to build the Captain X Factors, to build the charge X Factors. I think that's fine. Where I think they missed the mark is these cards you need to be able to power them up. Now, I'm not saying that, this Lucas Raymond needs to power up like crazy, but he should be at least powering up with all the cards that come out. Mario Ferrero, at least give the option to power them up. That way, if you don't want to build Captain Fox or you don't want to get Charged McDavid, but you still want to get an X Factor that represents your team, you can still go get the Cole Caulfield from Montreal and power him up as he gets new cards and have an effective X Factor on your team. I think that's the one area they really missed the mark with these X Factors, is if they had these X Factors, all these cards here, like this Logan Cooley or this Gavin McKenna, this Connor Bedard, well, sorry, the Connor Bedard's a captain, he upgrades, or the Kirill Kaprizov is a massive one. They need to upgrade, and I think it would have been a bigger hit with the X Factor. Now, secondly, the Series 1, 2, and 3 system is fine, but I think they need to get them out as fast as possible. Obviously, changing the overalls, like you're not going to start Series 3 Pasternak at a 96 overall, you'd start them lower, but like, for instance, you drop the McDavid at the start of the year, and then November, you drop Series 2, so maybe the Barkov would be an 86 overall in November, and it powers up. And then Series 3, you drop in maybe December or at the start of January at the very least, and then you have a good window of space between all the X Factors, and you still get to do your series system to drop them slower and throughout the year, but they need to come out sooner. Like, dropping this X Factor doesn't really do anything for people. One, because you already have Team of the Season McKinnon. Two, you already have 99 Ovi. Three, you already have Team of the Season Hallebuck. So if you've grinded out the game and you've gotten those, it didn't really do anything for you. That's why these X Factors need to be out before then. That's just a little bit of my 2 cents, guys, and I want to hear in the comment section down below, what is yours? So my holos, they need to have monthly releases back again, so the cards are always upgrading and keeping up with the current overalls, the current cards. And 2, they need to be built better, so their speed, their shooting, their endurance, all that keeps up as well, because all of that stuff is outdated. Even when the Daniel Alfredsson got a new card, his speed and endurance is still not good enough. And then as for the X Factors, all those cards should upgrade, so you get to represent somebody from your team. And yes, they also need to fix how the X Factors upgrade as well. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please leave in the comment section down below if you agree with this, or what is one thing that would make X Factors and Holos great again. Thank you guys. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.